Hello and welcome to Alpha Advisors showroom. This afternoon we have a very special webinar. We are going to go through all Alpha Advisors sections. Instead of focusing on designing or optimizing a system, we're going to see the whole methodology. We're going to learn actually how any trader can automate any strategy that you have in mind. You're going to see that designing and optimizing any expert advisor with Alpha Advisor turns to be really easy. So you don't need any programming knowledge, for example. You don't need to know any algorithm for the optimization. Plus, you're going to have a very special analyzer to analyze the strategies when you go on. So yeah, we're going to start straight away. Let me first introduce myself. My name is Alfred Calvet. I am Alpha Advisors Community Manager, and I'm going to be hosting today's webinar. I want to thank you to forexstreet.com for hosting us, for letting us have this special webinar through their through their website. Now, once I've introduced myself, I'm just going to start because otherwise we're going to run out of time. So, this is our site in forexstreet.com. We have a landing page here, and you can find some information about our software. For the ones you don't know it, Alpha Advisor, with Alpha Advisor, you can automate your own strategy, right? You can later optimize this strategy, and you can analyze the performance of your expert advisors, the ones that you've created with Alpha Advisor. In addition, you can also analyze diversification, so you can see how your systems are correlated to make up your system portfolio, right? That's really a very important thing that we're also going to see today. As I was telling you, there are three main sections of Advisor. The first one is the builder. That's where we design the expert advisors. The second one is the statistics analyzer. Here's where we analyze the results or the behavior of or the performance of our expert advisors. And the third one is the K-means optimizer. K-means is an algorithm that works with artificial intelligence and allows us to look for the most stable, the most robust parameter sets. Yes, all these things you can do with this software, with Alpha Advisor. You see, it's really useful. If you don't use a software like this, it's very hard to succeed. It's very hard to obtain, I would say, a reliable expert advisor portfolio. First, is a lot of work to do, and second, you can never be sure that you're going to get a very good portfolio, a very good combination of expert advisors. If you follow our instructions, if you follow our methodology, I'm sure it's going to be much easier for you to accomplish your goals in Forex, in trading, in CFS, any combinations you want to trade. So for the ones who still haven't tried, you can download a free trial version right from here, from this website, from forexstreet.com. You click on services, Forex software, and then you go to Alpha Advisor's page. Here you can, I would recommend you just to check it out, because it's after today's session, you're going to be able to know at least how to work with all sections, right? Then you can go into depth. You can ask questions. We have a forum. We have telephone numbers, so you can always contact us for any inquiries, for any questions, for anything, right? But I guess with what we're going to do today, you're gonna get a nice overview of the product, and you're gonna for sure be able to work a little bit with it to do your first trials. So just download it for free. It's gonna surprise you, because it's an amazing software. Let's now go straight to Alpha Advisor and start with the first section. The first section is what we call the builder. That's a blank page where we can automate our systems. It's super easy. It's very easy. You can see the user-friendly interface with the basic buttons that you're gonna need. No more. That's it. You're not gonna need much more to work with that. And here you have a long list of blocks. These blocks are pre-programmed blocks. We have already configured them so that they do special functions, special actions on the market. How would you build a strategy like this? It's very, very easy. It's only a drag and drop system where you just take a block from here, you drag it to the blank page, and you release. You let it go on the top of the sorry. You let it go on the top of the page, and that's it. You are starting designing your own system. When you click on the block in the Properties tab, you can configure any value that you require, that you're gonna need to complete, to fill in, right? So if you want, what we can do now is just check a bit the different blocks we have. So we have the start block. That's important to know. We're gonna build a flux diagram. That means we're gonna need different blocks that are gonna follow the orders vertically from the top to the bottom. So we're gonna connect the blocks one after the other, and then we'll ask questions. This is one condition, this would be another condition, right? And that could be a final decision. For example, we would connect all three blocks, and it would start as follows. Every new candle, that means this expert advisor is going to launch an analysis at every new candle. We could as well do it at every new tick, but that depends on your strategy. You can also combine both, the same expert advisor. That's also possible. Once you get the start block, you're gonna look for the conditions. The expert advisor is gonna ask the market something. The something is what we need to configure, but it's super easy, because when we click, for example, on this technical analysis block, we have two different functions. Function 1, and we can choose any possible candlestick, part of the candle, any indicator you want. Custom indicators, that's really, really cool. All the indicators that you download from the internet that you've had programmed for and from anybody. Everything you have on your computer, on your MetaTrader platform, it's going to be read, it's going to be taken by ALPHADVISOR for you to work on it. So that's really one of the coolest features. variables, constants, and order information. All these functions, all these values, you can choose and configure it. I mean, any indicator you want. It differs. This software is different from any other trading systems builder that I know, because you choose the action. That's a very big difference. You, for example, choose a bullish line crossing instead of choosing an indicator. And from the action, you can choose the indicators that you want to work. And that's a very, very important difference that makes our work much easier, that makes our expert advisors simpler, and it allows us to design them much faster. Plus, you can imagine the possibilities that you have to design different experts is exponentially bigger. So that would be, for example, a condition. And then we have two options, to go through no or to go through yes. Let's say that I configured any condition here. And what I would want is that if this condition would happen, I would like to go long in the market. So I would like to open a buy position. Then I would connect it through the yes, right? So that would be a very easy example. If you work, we're gonna do just another example. We're gonna design super fast moving average crossing, a moving average line crossing, with a fast moving average and a slow moving average. I'm gonna design it in just 2 minutes. You're gonna be super easy. Don't worry, because we will be recording the webinar. You're gonna find it online in the next couple of days. So if you miss a step, it's okay. You can always watch it again. But I'm gonna go fast because otherwise I'm gonna run out of time. So before designing this simple yet profitable system, and you will see, I'll show you the numbers. Before that, let me just go through the blocks a little bit longer, because these are really, really interesting. Besides from the starting blocks, we have the technical analysis blocks, also with 2 and 3 conditions, right? We have more technical analysis blocks, like the line crossings, above and below levels, bullish level line crossing, bearish level line crossing, and safe indicator value. Very, very important. With this block, we can save the value of any indicator, of any price, of any feature, any value in the market, and we can update it every time. Every new candle, every new tick, this value is going to be updated automatically. So that's also very, very cool. I don't know any other software, any trading software that allows us to do that. So when you start building your own expert advisors, you're going to see the safe indicator value is going to be your favorite. You're not going to be able to work without it, because that has happened to most of the traders that I know that use the application. So we have the open and close blocks to open and close positions. We have the order management blocks, where we can apply a trailing stop, a break even, dynamic and take profit and stop loss. Order information, where we would ask the market, we would ask for information before taking any steps, before doing any actions. We would be able to ask any of these questions. Then we can also add filters to our report. We can filter our expert advisors per hour, per week, per month, per year. So these are the time filters. Plus, we also have account filters. With the account filters, we can work depending on the balance of our account, depending on the equity, or even depending on the free margin. So you see, very cool. You can do anything you want. You can configure your expert advisor in uncountable ways. Like, I mean, everything's open, right? Your imagination is the one that's going to create your own strong expert advisors. In addition, we have the some alert blocks, including a very new one that we've just launched that allows us to get notifications in our mobile phones and in our smartphones and tablets. That's actually a very cool one. So we are not going to miss a step. We're not gonna miss a move of what our expert advisors are doing if we're using this block. So let's just very fast design an example. Let's just make an example. Let's just design an expert advisor that opens long and short positions when two moving averages cross. Let's say a fast moving average of 30 periods and another one, a slow moving average of period 200. It would be as follows. Look how easy it is. Look how fast. I drag a start block and I give it a name. For example, I give it moving average crossing. That's simple name for the expert advisor. That's it. On this block, I don't need to configure anything else. Now, I'm going to take a bullish line crossing block. I'm going to connect it to the start block, and I'm going to configure the two indicators that are going to be crossing. These are, as I said, we go to indicators, we look for the moving average, and we give it a period of 30. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to export this number as a variable. Who knows if 30 is the best value for this moving average, for this period. Maybe it would work better with 40, with 25, even with 15. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this period as a period fast. It's a period of the fast moving average. That's it. I don't need to configure anything else. What I'm doing is I'm exporting this value as a variable, and I will optimize it later using MetaTrader and using ALPHADVISOR'S K-means optimizer. So I click on OK, and here I configure indicator number 2, which is again a moving average, but this time using a period of 200. And I'm going to give the period another name, and that's going to be the period slow. That's it. This block or this line crossing has been already configured. I'm going to attach an open buy block, because when this line crossing is going to happen, I want to go long. I want to buy operation open in the market. So I click on the block open buy and I give it a name. I give it the name buy. In the same block, in the same open block, you could configure how to close the order per stop loss or per take profit. These two values, stop loss and take profit, will always be exported to MetaTrader. They will always be there ready to optimize. So I'm gonna leave them like this, 50, because I'm gonna optimize them later. So I don't need to do it now. What I'm gonna do is to configure the next line crossing, which is going to be for the sell operation. This time, what I'm looking for to go short in the market, I'm looking for bearish line crossings. But actually, I'm going to configure it in the same way, because the same indicators are the ones that are going to be crossing. So I just choose the bearish line crossing block. I connect it to the rest, to the start block, and again I configure the moving averages. That was the period of the first one. And number 2, I configure the slow one. Period slow. All right. Here you could also apply the moving average shift, which is now candle 0, the moving average method, simple, etc. The applied price, which is to the close of the candles, and the shift. So if I wanted to be testing shift, or which is candle number 1, candle number 0, candle number 2, any candle you want, right? I'm going to leave it in candle number 1. So that's already configured, and now I'm going to connect an open sell block, and I'm going to give a name to the order. It's going to be called sell, and as before, I'm going to leave these stop loss and take profit. I'm gonna leave them like this. I'm going to optimize them later. Now, the only thing I will need to do is to click on the compile button here, right here, compile, or in file. Sorry, in Expert Advisors, compile, which is the same, right? Just click here, and then you're going to save this Expert Advisor in MetaTrader's Expert folder. So now it's ready for us to work in MetaTrader. Let's go there and let's see how this Expert Advisor that we have created in 2 minutes, in only 2 minutes, works. Let's check it out. That's MetaTrader. I've already created a template with the 2 moving averages. For example, that's a crossing, right? So that's a bearish line crossing. Here, a sell operation would open. Let's see if that happens. We go to the analogy strategy tester. We select our Expert Advisor, which is this one, moving average crossing, a symbol you want to work with, for example, the euro dollar. And I'm going to do a back test in visual mode so that you can see how it works. I'm going to start. And as soon, I'll put it like this, as soon as the lines cross, for example, here, right, a position opens, right? So easy. Sell operation, bullish line crossing. I'm sorry, bearish line crossing. So as you see, the system works. I'm just gonna do the back test fast because I want to show you more things. I want to show you what else you can do with ALPHADVISOR. Now we have created our first Expert Advisor, a simple moving average crossing. The next step that I would recommend is to optimize it. Why? Because optimization is the key step, is the key, is the biggest challenge actually for the creation of Expert Advisors. If you know how to optimize your systems, or if you do it, you're going to see that you're going to aim long-term profitability. So that's the main point. We want to have long-term profit. We want to have stable systems. We're going to have robot systems, Expert Advisors. So how would you do that? That's very easy. First of all, we're going to run an optimization in MetaTrader, right? It will be just, clicking here. In the expert properties, of course, you would need to set the starting and the finishing points and the steps of the optimization. Once you've done it, which are these 3 columns, once you've done that, you can click on optimization and click on start. Of course, you're going to set the time. I set it from 2011 until 2013, so 2 years. And now the optimization would start. We don't need to wait these 8 minutes that it's going to take because I have already prepared different optimizations for the system. What I'm going to do is, imagine or that would be your optimization results, right? You would just need to save them as a report in your computer and open them with AlphaAdvisor. So you go, now we're going back to AlphaAdvisor and we go to a file, K-means optimizer. Now we're asked to choose which folder, which report, which optimization report we want to optimize, or better said, we want to classify. So I'm gonna go to the folder where I keep all my optimizations. Well, we're gonna do it, for example, with the US dollar, Japanese yen, and here you go. This is the K-means optimizer. This optimizer works with artificial intelligence, with algorithms of data mining and machine learning. See that optimization reports, they have a problem. Most of them, they're overfitted. They're too adapted to the market noise. We want to get rid of this noise. We want to get rid of this information, because when we use this overfitted optimization data, we're condemning our expert advisors. We're telling them that they're not going to work, because they did work in the optimization time, because of course MetaTrader has looked for the best parameter set to make it work, but it has tried too hard. It has pushed these results, these parameters into these results. So that's what we call overfitting, right? That's why we've created the K-means algorithm, this optimizer. And what it does, it classifies all these optimization values and gives us the stable ones. So it gets rid of the noise, of the market noise, and looks for stability, looks for long-term profit, right? So what I will do, I will set some different filters. So we can filter by profit rate, profit factor, payoff, drawdown, or percentage drawdown. And we can also filter the variables that we have optimized. For example, these are take profit, stop loss, and the periods. If you remember that I exported them, the periods of the fast and the slow moving averages. Now, I'm going to set the filters, for example, at profit and trades. And I'm going to launch the K-means. I click on launch, and there you go. I automatically get 10 clusters. Each of these clusters is a parameter set, is a combination of values for each parameter. For example, take profit 120, the period of the fast MA 46, the stop loss 95, period of the slow moving average 185. That would give me a profit of 2,053.17, right? In 50 trades, right? That's in the period of 2 years. Okay, so that's one possible parameter set that would give me approximately this result. I have another cluster, I have a third, a fourth, I have a 10th cluster. But why are all these results so different? Here, for example, 177, here 2000. Why is that? Because there's some value sets, some parameter sets that are stable anyway, but they're not good. What the K-means does is to sort out, to take out all the stable sets from a MetaTrader optimization. That doesn't necessarily mean that these parameter sets are going to be all profitable, are all going to be good. No, they are all stable, right? So that's what it looks for, this algorithm, stability. Now, our job as traders, as users, is to sort out which of these values are good. For example, from these ones, I would take cluster 1 and cluster 3, right? These are the results that are more appealing to me, right? So what I would do, I would export these results to MetaTrader. Let's give them a name. For example, I'm going to name them MA crossing live, right? For example. Okay. Now let's go back to MetaTrader and let's load these results. You click on load. Right, that's the first one, MA crossing live. Cluster 1, that was a good cluster, good parameter set. Let's open it. And let's start a back test. All right. That was not it. I'm going to do it in visual mode so that we can see the results. All right, that might be it, right? That's the graphic. And these are the results, right? Now, what we would do, we would go back to ALPHADVISOR and we would analyze these results. We have a report analyzer, a statistics analyzer. So I'm going to show you an example. Where are you? Here, MA crossing, euro dollar. That's the optimization result that I got from a previous study, and that's a graph. So that's what I got, right? In this case, I got more benefit. I got 3,000 instead of 2,000. That's because I was having other filters. I didn't filter by trade. I just filtered by profit and profit factor, right? So I got a better result. And that's also a stable result, right? But my advice is always to try different filters. So first I tried with profit and profit factor. Then I just did it by profit factor and trades. Now I would, for example, take into account drawdown and just do it, or add trades probably as well. And if you want, I would add a couple of more clusters. Then I would launch the analysis again, right? And then you go there, you have different results. My advice is, as I was saying, to try different filters. Always don't get the first result you get. Of course, if it's a good result, you keep it, but try different possible combinations, because you might as well find out that you can improve all these results all the time. Right, so that was the best I did. It's actually a very good, very good expert advisor. SQN 268, that's good. Expected payoff 62.29, profit factor 2.10, 3,059 pips. That's very good. Imagine if we would work this system combined with a very good or with a good money management system, we would have it. We would have achieved a robust, strong, and long-term profitable expert advisor, right? The money management, that's also a very, very important thing. You have to make sure you always use them with your expert advisors. In the open buy and open sell blocks, you can, here in the properties, you can work with any money management strategy you prefer. You can use your favorite ones, because you see you have a long list of different money management blocks or strategies. For example, the fixed lot, fixed ratio, lots balance, fixed, fractional, martingale, anti-martingale, incrementing, multiplier. So we have all kinds. I mean, we have everything you can do with the money management. You can configure it through ALPHADVISOR, through I mean, inside the same expert advisor. Isn't that cool? I mean, as I said, I haven't seen any software that allows you to do as much as ALPHADVISOR does. Now, let's go back to our analysis. That's the best parameter set that I could find for the euro dollar. But of course, what I like to do is I like to work with different symbols, right? So I looked for another one. I mean, I tried to use this system that I have created, this moving average crossing, in the dollar yen, Japanese yen. I did a new optimization and I optimized it with the K-means optimizer. And that is the result that I got. Just remember, always go to File, Analyze Reports, and look for the file you want. That's the US dollar, Japanese yen. You open it, and you get a different graphic. So that's the one. That's the one I got. So you see there, they behave differently in the different symbols, right? These are also different parameter sets. So I had to choose different parameter sets to see which one is the one that better fits to each different market, right? And I also did it with a third symbol, which is the GBP, the British pound euro dollar. So I'm going to open this one as well. And there you go. It gives me a different result. Actually, the best one, 3,500. The best one is in euro dollar, but it's also not so bad in the other two symbols. Now, that's very nice. But if ALPHADVISOR has something really, really worth mentioning, the analyzer, I mean the analyzer section, is that you can combine all these three reports into one graphic. So go to File, Analyze Reports, and instead of choosing only one, press the Control key and select the three of them. Open and see what a super nice curve. See what a super nice graphic that you get. That's the result when you combine in the same account these three different systems, or let's say this same system applied to three different markets, right? So we would have this on the one hand for the euro dollar, you would have this, and you would have this. But of course, I'm not going to operate my account with only one system in one symbol. That's totally nonsense. What I'm going to do, for now, I'm going to apply this system with different parameter sets. I have optimized it for each market. Oops. And I want to apply it to my account. And that's the result. Look how nice. I mean, we get 6,230 pips in only 2 years, right? We have an SQN of 3.53. That's an excellent result. I'm serious. 3.53 is really an excellent SQN. Expected payoff 33.32. Profit factor 1.80. Right? This is a great result, and that's when. But otherwise, how would I know? I mean, I would have to try. I would have to put it in different accounts, make it work in the different markets, and then analyze the results. But here, I mean, we have already done it, right? We have already analyzed it. But there's more. So that's the balance graphic. But we could also check it per hours. Look at that. So we have the information of how these three systems have worked at every hour per market. the European, the American, and the Asian market. Weekly, right? Monthly, if you want. First symbols, that's also very, very important. There's the combination of the three symbols, how it would work with the euro dollar, with the British pound, US dollar, and with the US dollar Japanese yen. And something that we have recently launched and is very, very cool and very necessary. That's the diversification table, the correlation table, how these systems work together. So what happens when I'm putting these three in the same, so I'm using the same system in three different markets. So that's their correlation. For example, the system, the euro dollar, has a correlation of 0.06 with the GBP US dollar. That's actually very good. If I don't know if you're aware of how diversification works and how the correlation should look like. But we have this range of punctuation. Number one is the most correlated. That means if I have a number one correlation, which is this one, that means that both behave in the same way. Of course, this is number one because this is the same system in the same symbol, right? So that means they all behave in the same way. Then I would have, on the other side, on the bottom, I would have -1. Okay, the situation with one is not so good because if I win, if one system wins, the other one also wins. But if one system loses, they all lose. So that's a scenario I would rather like to avoid. The second scenario would be -1. When the systems are not correlated, or the markets, or whatever thing we're analyzing, whichever correlation we're establishing. It could be between symbols, between systems, you can play with that as well. But -1 is means that the systems are not correlated, right? Or the markets. That means they behave differently. So if one is going to win, the other is going to lose. So I'm always going to have. So that's actually a scenario that I would also like to avoid, because always when some systems are working, I'm going to have some systems that are going to be losing. So I want to get rid of all these bad results. So the ideal scenario would be around 0, right? Because that doesn't mean they are half correlated. So there's where they find their average, their stability, right? So as you can see here, the systems are really, really very nice correlated. 0.06, 0.01, right? -0.05. So these are actually, my friends, very good results, very good correlation. You just need to see the balance curve, which is actually great. So that's basically these are basically the most important features ALPHADVISOR has. We've seen how to design, we've seen how to optimize, and we have seen the analyzer and all the different cases that we can see, or not that we can see, but we've seen how to read or how to work a little bit with the analyzer as well. And now our time is running out, so I'd like to give you a couple of minutes, just if you have any questions, please write them in the chat, and I'm going to be here a couple of more minutes to answer your questions. Thank you very much. Otherwise, if there are no questions, I keep on talking, but just please write down your questions. I'm going to be answering them right now. So just in case you have already tried the demo. If you haven't, I strongly recommend you to try it out. So you can download it for free, and you can also order your full ALPHADVISOR'S license. It's only 350 euros. Yeah, I know it's almost ridiculous, right? But we are offering this super competitive price because we want all of you to take advantage of this amazing software. We want people to use it. We know that works. I mean, our optimizer is great. It improves the results. It improves the profitability of our portfolio, of our system portfolio, if we use it in the proper way. So we know that, and we want to share that. That's why we're offering the full license for only 350 euros. You can purchase it through ALPHADVISOR'S landing page in Forex Street, right? So you just go to fxstreet.com, services, Forex software, ALPHADVISOR, right? So you can follow all these steps in the menu, Forex Street, services, and in Forex software, you're going to find ALPHADVISOR. And now, just let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I will thank you for your attention this afternoon. Let's wait a second. Looks like there's some questions coming. Yeah, I'm gonna wait 1 minute just to see. I think there is a question coming. So again, check it out how nice the curve is, how well correlated these systems are, right? So sometimes it doesn't, I mean, that we use a simple system as it is a moving average crossing, a line crossing. I mean, something so simple and so profitable, right? I mean, applying a nice money management strategy, I would get a lot of money with this system. Well, so now we have to end up. We're running out of time. So again, thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for your attention this afternoon. And I hope I'll see you soon in the upcoming webinars. For any questions, please don't hesitate to write us. We have in our website a forum in support. We have a forum where you can ask anything related to how to use ALPHADVISOR or how to develop your strategies using ALPHADVISOR. Plus, we have a contact section where you can ask us any questions about the license, right? So don't hesitate and write us or call us. You're going to find as well our telephone number in our website. So anything you want to know, any information you want to get from ALPHADVISOR, don't hesitate to contact us.